My name is AJohnson. I'm the owner of AJohnson Pressure Wash. We're a local pressure washing company here in Katy, Texas. So we've been in operation, will be a full year here in January, but I've been doing it for a couple years on the side before then. So my favorite part about owning a pressure washing business is really just getting to engage with the customers and seeing how happy and excited they are when the finished product put out and they get to see that, oh, my home really is beautiful. I just needed to clean it. Social media is really big for my business, mostly because there's so much competition for pressure washers. There's a lot of us out there. I don't believe all of them offer the same quality of service, and really social media, being able to demonstrate my product, but also being able to demonstrate my expertise and knowledge on the subject really helps engage my client base and my customers to reach out to me, because social media really shows that and showcases that really well. Okay, so the way that I have gone about social media is I really did have like kind of a general template of what I put out throughout the week. There's certain days that I try to put out certain motivational Mondays or whatever. The way I film them is a little different. Those are kind of randomly done out on the job site. Have some of my techs working and I just see a good opportunity to capture some footage. I just capture it and I try to put those things together and get it on social media onto our page. There's so many parts that are difficult at creating content for yourself. The number one is you have to make sure you're catching your audio correctly. That's something that's really tricky. Another thing is really being able to record yourself and knowing that you're recording yourself through the process of your work. A lot of times people want to see me doing the work, and that is really hard to capture because if something happens to my camera while I'm working, I can't stop my work to do that because my clients are number one. So that's something that gets in my way. I mean, I could go on and on about this. Making sure that they're posted on a regular schedule is something that's difficult because why? You're dealing with everything that comes with owning and operating a business, and you're trying to do this, which is honestly an entirely different business. So I was able to meet Evan in one of the networking groups I'm a part of, and I was actually really able to see a lot of his work showcased over really a series of months, and that really made me interested in working with him. I actually have a friend who's a very good videographer that actually talked to him as well and kind of could vouch for how good he was and how good his service was. Something that held me back from seeking out help was and part of a little bit of arrogance, just thinking I could do it all, and that ended up not being the case, not to the level that I needed to be done. I could do it, but not to the level that it needed to be done. One of the things that held me back too was just a little hesitancy about really cost to benefit ratio a little bit there. Those were something that kind of held me back, and then for a period of time. Number one benefit was working with Evan was it actually had nothing to do with the filming itself. It really had a lot to do with actually how he was able to really speak to the audience and coach me through speaking to the audience to really engage my personal clientele base. So as a business owner, that is really key, and that's something that's a skill or attribute that I can't make up. I can't get that anywhere else. I can get the camera, I can get the other things, but actually that expertise was, I think, the most beneficial part. Aside from that, really how he integrated some of the other footage we had was really helpful. And another thing was just really the quality of the content itself was the highest grade content I've ever been a part of. So yeah, so the piece of the process that was really helpful for me was really the actual process he does when he's putting the videos together. It was really segmented in a way to where I could really speak through on the parts that we worked through together, really highlighted him as a professional, and I think that shines through in the video. Evan did a good job of that, and he also did a good job just coaching us through just on some of the ways to reach out to that clientele base. This was some of the, I did pre-work that he gave me, he kind of prompted me for, but even once we got there, he was able to help make some adjustments that made it seamless and I think really stand out. If you're thinking or on the fence about working with Avengers Media, I would say don't waste your time spending money for somebody who is really not going to give you the quality content and really not going to help you attract the people that you want. The time and effort, energy, and expertise that he has, the combination of those things as well as his equipment, I think that makes for a package that is really hard to find, especially from a local business owner. Somebody who's going to take the time, flexible with your schedule, come on site. I think all those things you get with Avengers Media, and if you're on the fence, you need to get off it.